Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Tucking Around. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks here, and I've been working on some other projects. I also had to take finals for school, so finally got all that out of the way, and I'm so happy to be back making episodes today. We got a special one. I wanted to come back with a bang, so I made sure I got a really good person right here. This is my good friend YoungHumps.
My boy, what's poppin'?
How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, bro. How you?
Doing well. So, what have you been up to lately during quarantine? How's it been?
Man, it's been tough, but I just been doing music. I'm
Yep,
working on an album right
been
now.
grinding.
Been grinding, working on an album. I'm actually working on multiple projects right now. It's me and my boy Sam.
Yep.
Sammy Supreme. Uh, we're working on like a little EP, like a dance hall EP, for like the summer, for the girls and whatnot, for the females.
Awesome.
For sure. For sure, all the time. All the time.
So I say let's just jump right into the interview. I got some questions written out. I mean, I'm not gonna stick to it like it's a script, but
Sure.
we'll I'll just
I would
ask
say
some.
I would say before you even do like the interview, I feel like your audience doesn't really know who Young Humps is. So it's
Right.
like, why are we gonna watch this kid? Like, why? Like, what is his value? What is, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you watch an interview and it's like I don't even know who this person is.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
so
So you
I
want
rather
to
just
allow
kick it off
yourself
with
to
a
introduce
freestyle.
yourself?
Yeah, I rather
All
just
right.
kick it off with a little freestyle real quick and then like
Let's hear it.
introduce myself. So I said, this song I wrote uh, real quick. So I said, I think that the devil has got my soul and my identity. Ever since birth, he's been recruiting and befriending me. And when I call for God, he's never given me an answer. Demons in my soul, it's like I'm suffering from cancer. And one day, I know I'm destined to die. That's why I hide behind this marijuana and get high. That's why I tell these girls that I love them, but that's a lie. That's why I look at class of 2020 and then cry. There's no future in the city. There's no one that is alive. Cause somebody save me. Alright, alright.
Is
Little
that
song,
something
little
you can
song,
work
you know what I'm
on?
saying? Little song.
That's
Little song.
nice, man.
I'm not even done with it. I think I'm gonna call that one Class of 2020 and throw it on like a tape and then just feed it to the people, you feel me? But
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Man, you guys, class of 2020, you know,
They
we're
did us
both.
dirty, Tucker. They did us dirty. Oh my
The
God.
universe
Oh.
said, let's take away all the fun stuff at the end of the year.
Yeah, but you can't blame them, it's just pandemic.
Crazy times. So let's get into how we first met. So you were at Lowell High the same time as me. You're a grade below me. You're graduating year after me. I'm class of 19. You're 2020, and
Shout out to the class of 19 too. Y'all had a good class. I had a lot of friends in that
yeah,
class.
we had a fun time,
That was
and
popular.
so I'm on the cross country team, and all of a sudden we got this new kid, this
In the middle of the season too.
in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I really just came in there on some like I'm gonna be the best. Like, coach, put me in the game, coach. You know what I'm saying? On
Yep.
some type energy like that. But in reality, I was terrible. Oh my God. Yo, my first day of
Hey.
cross country, I got my ass whooped. I'm sorry if I could curse on you. I apologize. But
Oh yeah. You're good.
sure, but I got my ass beat first because like we did the warm up and I thought that was it. Anybody that's ever done cross country knows like the hustle of being in cross country. Oh my God. Coach said it was halfway through the warm up. It was Coach Nick. Shout out to Coach Nick. Coach Nick goes, I go to Coach Nick. I'm like, wow, this is a good run. I can't believe we're almost done. He looks at me. He's like, kid, this is just a warm up. I was like, oh.
Oh man.
Did me dirty, but yeah. Shout out to the
Bro, I remember my first practice I ever did freshman year.
Yeah.
We're doing the warm up, and I'm hanging in a little bit. I'm like, this is my first day. I'm gonna try to stay with them. I'm like, oh, how hard can this be? He's like, all right, we're gonna go for a warm up.
You were a freshman, so that was expected. I came in there junior year.
Yeah.
In the middle of the season. I don't even know why I did it. I just did it. Like, I just did it.
My freshman year, it's first day of practice. I'm trying to hang in. We finished the warm up. I'm all out of breath. Coach goes, all right, let's do drills. I'm like, drills. Oh, okay. We do the drills. All right. And then it's like, okay, now we're going for our real run. I'm like,
Real
a
run,
real
yeah.
run?
Yeah. What was your first run? Like what route was it? Like what?
We did. It was pretty short. We did like 2 miles. It was Wentworth because there was like a freshman one that he just wanted the freshmen
Yeah,
to do on
yeah.
their first day, so he kept it short. But I
Yeah.
was like, we're going for 2 runs,
Oh nah. My first one he forced it. Because like
man.
I said, it was the middle of the season. So it's like we went through like um I don't even know. I don't even remember what the thing was called. But you remember when damn, how can I even explain it? It's like when we do the warm up, that way like towards
South
Bellevue.
Lowell, South
Nah,
Lowell.
yeah, South Lowell, but all the way straight. You're not gonna turn on Lawrence Street. You're
Oh,
not
okay.
gonna turn.
Yeah.
So we went all the way on my
Like
first day.
Kernwood, like Kernwood.
Yeah, like Kernwood, but it wasn't even Kernwood. It was like some other. It was
Okay.
crazy. I don't even know. It was just crazy. It was me and Matt.
Yeah, we had so many
Me and
groups.
Matt in the back. Cause remember Matt?
Hey, that little pack we had in the back though, we had some good times.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we weren't the guys in the very front. We weren't the fastest guys on the team, but
We
we had
tried,
just as
bro.
much
We
fun as
tried. We
everyone
did
else.
our
Yeah,
best.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, for everyone who doesn't know, Young Humps is the self-proclaimed, and I'm also proclaiming this, best lyricist in Lowell.
Yes, sir.
He
Yes,
is
sir.
100%. From what I've listened to, bro, you're it.
Absolutely, for sure. Shout out to KTV though. Shout out to KTV. That's someone that he's older than me, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to give him a shout out because he actually really does inspire me. I just posted him on my Instagram. He goes crazy, but as far as lyrics, nah, I'm the best lyricist in the city, no doubt, no doubt.
And only getting better.
And storyteller,
Yes.
bro, if you listen to Dark Times, I wrote that album when I was a sophomore in high school. This
That's
isn't no
straight.
cocky, this isn't no cocky. You can go listen to the work. I back it up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, definitely.
a song like Born as a Queen, or like the Feel Freestyle, or even like a lyrical assault like 1366. Like you really gotta go dive into like what I gotta do and like what I do, and like I think you're
Telling
really
your story.
my story.
My favorite one of yours is As a Child.
Yeah, the beginning one, right? The first one, yeah. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say
Yeah, that one's crazy.
yeah, I done deep into that one. It's a real story. Real
Yeah.
story.
So let's start into what is 978. So obviously 978 is the area code for Lowell, where we're both from, Lowell, Massachusetts. Shout out everyone from Lowell. But 978, the way you guys do it is 97 and then ATE.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? What does it represent? Tell me about 978.
Well, 978 comes from a call that my brother Pestis had made. Because we would always just be around each other, making music. Like the only reason why I even do music is because of my brother Festus. Like, he produces pretty much like all of my music, and yeah, like I remember in 8th grade, like there was this kid in my class, and he was like, "Yo, I have a studio," and I was just like, "Okay, like congratulations." Like I don't know what that's gonna do for me. Like I didn't care. Like I didn't do music back then.
Right.
And then he took me to his studio. Like we walked to his studio, and then I got on the mic, and bro, like when I tell you, ever since then, like I've been doing rap music, it's because of him. So
that's the origin story.
Yeah, that's nobody
crazy.
even knows that. That's you just got the exclusive.
So you started rapping like on accident? Like the kid was just like, "Hey, come down to the studio."
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, was this Festus who showed you or someone else?
What do you mean?
So Festus had the studio. He invited you over?
Festus. Well, Festus's dad had the studio, but we were young. We were like in 8th grade. He's like, "Yo, you trying to hang out? Let's go to the studio." I'm like, "Okay, I guess I don't have nothing else to do after school." You know what I mean? Like we used to go to Starklosa.
Got you.
So yeah, after one day after school, we just went to his studio, and to be honest, the rest is kind of history.
That's crazy. So how did you meet Festus? Through school, or were you guys friends?
Yeah, me and Festus went to the same school from 5th grade, 6th, all through middle school. But we never talked to each other until 8th grade.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I don't even know what happened. Like we just didn't hang around the same people. Like I don't know. Like I think I knew about Festus, but I didn't know who Festus was.
Right.
Like so.
And
Yeah,
now you guys are inseparable. You guys are blood now.
that's my brother, man. Yo, we fight a lot too. That's my brother. That's my brother. I go to war for my brother.
Hey, he works really hard. I've been paying attention to all the stuff
Yeah,
he's been
shout out to
doing.
Festus too. Y'all gotta go check out his music. Yeah.
Festis Festis Beats, I think, on Instagram now.
Yeah, for sure.
So who was a part of 978? Who you got? I see you've been doing some 978 radio stuff. You got some other local artists in there. So what's
So the official members of the 978 are me. Well, first let me tell you about what happened, like how 978 even started. So Festus had made a call, right? So it really all started from Festus. He made a call. He said, "Yo, bro, we always hang out. Da da da. Let's create like a group." So we're throwing out names. Sammy Supreme is throwing out names, trash names. I'm like, bro, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Festus is throwing out names, trash. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, like, I just said 978. You know what I'm saying?
yeah?
And then I was just like, yo, I sent it to them, I texted it to them, and then they were like, that's fire. So we ran with it. Ever since then, we've just been ran with it. But what was your other question?
So like who's a part of it right now?
Oh, on 978 is me, Festus, Sammy Supreme, and Kevin. Oh, and there's two Kevins, Kevin Shege and Kevin Mauricio. And one of the Kevins is Festus's brother. He goes by the name of Artmosphere. But yeah, those are really like the official core members in 978. After we started the 978 thing, I see everybody putting in their bios. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I understand, you feel me? But I understand, but for sure, that's who's in 978.
Definitely. So what are your goals for 978? Like what's the vision that you guys have? Like where do you see this going? And
we're really like an artist collective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Festus could do whatever he wants, Sam could do whatever he wants. Whoever is in 978 could do it. But what 978 represents, it represents like the whole city of Lowell. That's why it's 978. You know what I mean? On your phone right now, I call you, your number is 978. So It's like the meaning of that is like nobody ever really makes it out of Lowell, Mass. So when we made 978, it's like when we make it, all y'all make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like 978, everybody eats. You know what I mean? It's actually genius. We're thinking about starting. It's like you know
once you're there.
Yeah, once I'm there. I'm not there yet, Tucker, but yeah, exactly. So
I love that.
That's why I always get so upset when nobody be supporting us. It's like, bro, we really be grinding. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
We're trying to put everyone on the map. Come on.
Yeah, we trying to put everybody on the map, but none of y'all liking, commenting, repost. But lately it's been a lot of love. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
But Lowell as a whole needs to come together. That's why I created 978 Radio. I put everybody that's a rapper or does music in the city of Lowell is on 978 Radio. You could DM me right now and be on 978 Radio. Why? Because I understand what it's like to be a starving artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to wake up and literally have genius workout and no one pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? So what am I gonna do? Fine. If nobody's gonna pay attention, I'm gonna bring my own attention to it. You feel me? So that's why I put artists like I just did one like the Queen's Day Radio. I just did. It has like this artist named JayZ. You know what I'm saying? Her real name's Joanne. Shout out to Joanne. She has a song called Wrapped Up that I really like, and a whole bunch of other music.
Listen to it. She has a great voice.
Yeah, she does. And what else did I put on there? On the first one, I put my boy V City. You gotta really check out V City. V City said, "I stay true to myself. I ain't talking. Keep that shit up." He's crazy. You got
remember him live, bro?
Yeah,
that was fun. That was a fun time.
So yeah, like a whole bunch of artists are on there. I can't even name them all because it's like everybody.
So for the people who have never listened to your music, who would you say your music is made for or connects to the most? What's your like target audience?
Planet Earth. Planet Earth. I don't want to put a label on anything. You know, there's no color to my music. There's no race to my music. There's no gender. Everybody and their moms could go listen to my music and feel it because it's my story. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And it's real. You know, I can't speak on 978. You know, everybody does what they want to do. You know, but every single time I get on record, I try to make it a meaningful record. If it's Young Humps, it's probably gonna be meaningful, most likely. You know what I mean? It's just like whatever's on my heart, that's what's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Sure.
like, um, but then again, me and Festus have an EP out called Case 254, you know, which is just a bunch of records of just bullshit. Like me and him just
Right.
going crazy. Like you just play these at parties, we lit, we having fun, we saying things we're not supposed to be saying, but we saying it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But that's just me and Festus. You know, when me and Festus lock in and make music, it's just a different type of energy. Me and my brothers, period, when we lock in and make music, it's a different type of energy. So there's a
So
difference between Young Humps and 978. It's like when Young Humps writes and he really has something on his heart, just know it's gonna be lyrical. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
like it's just gonna have a meaning. So for sure.
So what would you say? How would you describe your creative process? So like when you're making a song or you're thinking about making an album or an EP or something, what's the process you take? Is it lyrics first, beats first? Is it just a lot of collaboration in the studio that kind of leads up to something? Like how does that all come into life for you?
Well, the recording I could only it's different. It's different, Tucker. It's different. It's always different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when inspiration hits you, it hits you. It doesn't matter where you could be. You could be on the toilet.
You'll be in the shower, lying in
Be
bed
in
or
the
something,
toilet
and
and it'll hit you and it's like, oh, you got to write this down or whatever. But when I was recording Dark Times, I had a lot of time to really work on the album and really perfect it. Nothing is perfect. Yeah, I look back on it and I'm like, damn, I could have changed that. I could have done
yeah,
that.
of
You know
course.
what I mean? Just because I'm a perfectionist at heart.
Even I bet you could ask any
Any rapper,
huge artist,
yes, yes.
they like it's something you worship as like one of your favorite albums, that I bet they can go in
Yeah,
and say, oh, I wish I did this, I wish I did
yeah,
this, and you're like, no, it's perfect just the way it
yeah,
is.
for sure. That's what I've been practicing. I've been practicing just liking my own music. Just like,
Right.
I mean, listen to it and just accept it for what it is. Because there was a time when this was like popping. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I just said that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just, yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's in the shoes that you were when you first started? Maybe they love music, but they don't really know how to get into it. They don't know how to get the right beats. They don't know how to like record with the right equipment or something like
I
that. What
can't, yeah, I can't give anybody any advice because I didn't find music, music found me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like me and Festus walked to the studio. I didn't even know I could rap. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I always, pay homage to my brothers.
Right.
But nah, I can't give anybody advice. It's like it's either in you or it's not. And if it's
Right.
not, you can't fake it. You know, there's a lot of rappers in here just trying to do something for money, but it's not gonna work out for you if the dollar is really like your main goal. You know what I mean? Like if you
Right.
gotta
You got to
really
be
have
in it
it
for the
inside,
art, for your
yeah,
craft. Yeah.
you gotta be in it for the craft. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Tucker. Like right now, I could write a song for 8 hours and I won't know it's 8 hours.
Right.
I won't know it's 8 hours that just went by. It's just like I just did it. I was in the moment, I was in the zone, and it came out how it came out. You feel me?
So, have you ever had to deal with like writer's block where you're like, all
Yes,
right,
of
let's sit
course.
down, let me work, and then just nothing's coming? And how do you deal with that? What are
I,
some things you do?
my writer's block is vicious. It's like it's almost like that girl you try to chase, but she doesn't give you any type of like energy or time. You know, you know those days.
Yep.
But nah, how do I deal with it? I deal with it by I was watching J. Cole. J.
Hmm.
Cole is a really big influence of mine. And he was on the interview and he said that how he deals with writer's block is that he literally picks up a pen and a pad and he just writes whatever's on his mind, like writes, like 2 pages and just
Just
start.
like everything that comes to mind.
Anything like it could be raps, it could be feelings, it could be thoughts, it could be anger, whatever it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He just
Yeah, that
writes.
makes sense.
Yeah, and then he writes his music. You know what I mean? Because all
Right.
writer's block is just like a mental.
It's almost like you got to find like there's a stream of consciousness. And
Yeah.
once you get in that stream of consciousness, it's flowing and you're in. But you just got to find that stream to get in there. Same thing with like me when I'm working on a video and I'm trying to, because I do a lot of videos for like work and stuff and other things like other projects. And I'll be like, all right, like how do I
Almost
make
that
this?
Lane, that's you. Almost that Lane, that's you. You used to do their videos.
Yep.
You know
So I'm like, all right, how do I make this the most entertaining video I can make? And I'll be sitting there, I'm like, or I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm watching other videos for inspiration. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do something like this. And then all of a sudden, it's like you get an epiphany or something that just comes, and you're like,
Yeah,
this is how, this is it. This is the vision. This is where I gotta go.
for sure.
Yeah. So I'd imagine that when it comes to making music, it's got to be similar type of mindset where you just gotta,
Yeah, and
once you lock in, you're in.
Yeah, but then sometimes you're really not in the mood to make music.
Right.
You know, that just means it doesn't mean you don't love the craft. It just means that you gotta live your life. You gotta live your real life and just, you know what I'm saying, see what happens right after, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who would you say are your biggest influences when it
Let me
comes to
give you the top
music
five.
or your life?
I'll give you a top five.
Okay.
My top five in rap would be number one, Mr. Tupac Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tupac was more than a rapper. I think to me that's the godfather of rap. Even though there was people that came before him, to me like Tupac is the person that made me fall in love with rap music. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like when I first heard Changes, you know what I'm saying? That's just
Yeah.
the way it is. Da-na-na, da-na-na. It's like I fell in love with, you know what I'm
He was
saying?
kind of like a switch from like the rap that came before him
Yeah, he
and
was. He
versus
was definitely
making it more like pop sounding, like catchy choruses and stuff
yeah,
that he could add in there, like especially on
yeah.
Changes and songs like that. Like Changes, I feel like is one of the songs even people who don't really listen to rap, like they know that
Yeah,
song.
you could feel changes. And like that's the thing about Pac. Pac was like,
California Love, like
yeah,
yeah.
like when Pac rapped, you felt him. He wasn't the most lyrical. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tupac was not the best rapper in his time.
Mm-hmm.
Nas was a better rapper, JayZ was a better rapper. There was a lot of people who were better rappers, but you just felt like me in
Feel
particular,
yeah.
like I just felt
He
Pac.
raps with his
You know what I'm
heart.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
he
for
rapped with
sure.
his heart, and he rapped with his heart more than his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you gotta do, really. Like that's what I learned too. You gotta rap with your heart more than your lyrics. So
Yeah.
number one is Tupac. Number two, I give it to Cole, J. Cole.
Okay.
And this switches sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cliche, but I'm three Kendrick. Come on.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Got
Four,
two
I'll
more.
go. This is tough because like, you know what? Four, I'll go Meek Mill.
Okay.
I go Meek Mill because Meek Mill is the rapper that got destroyed. They killed Meek. And he came back and he bodied. He came back and he was stronger than ever. Like Drake destroyed him. Not destroyed him, but like Drake kind of like there was a time when people were looking at Meek Mill like Meek Mill,
Right.
like you know what I'm saying? But he came back. Look at where he's at now, drop championship.
Yeah, there was a time where he was like
Yeah.
the one where everyone was just making fun of him, like
Yeah.
he was like a meme at one point.
Exactly.
And now he's making songs with Drake. He's making good, for sure. Yeah, he's a good comeback story for sure.
5, and this is gonna be a surprising one. 5, I'm gonna go with Eminem.
Really?
Yes, because Eminem is one of the more. You don't want to go bar for bar with Eminem. You don't. If you go bar for bar with Eminem, you better be prepared.
Super talented for sure. Yeah.
God, he's a wordsmith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his rhyme schemes are crazy.
Ridiculous. So yeah, that's
I remember when I first, I think the first rap song I ever really like remember listening to is "Lose Yourself" by Eminem, which is probably the same song for every white boy that's ever like that listens to hip hop now. That's probably the intro that we all got.
Right.
And then, and I just thought it was
we've all run to lose yourself. We've all had.
It just makes you want to start working out, getting.
Yeah.
And then I feel like what really introduced me to the kind of music that I like was when I started playing NBA 2K. And they had those soundtracks that they would have, like the game was playing, and that's when I got introduced. There was one, I think it was 2K11 was the first one I got, and I was listening and that game was executive produced or something by JayZ. So he handpicked all the songs that were on there, and he had a lot of hip hop, he had a lot of other stuff too, and that definitely shaped the kind of music I listened to, because I think there were like 20 songs or something on there, and I remember I ended up memorizing all those songs.
Shout out to JayZ too. I'm gonna meet him real soon. I'm gonna meet JayZ and Beyonce real soon.
I love JayZ.
Sure.
Those influences, would you say those are also your favorite artists, or who have you been listening to lately that that you really like?
Well, lately I've been listening to myself.
that's such a Kanye answer.
Yeah, lately I've been listening to I don't just listen to rap music. I listen to like different genres of music.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I listen to like reggae. I like reggae music, like for sure. Like Bob Marley, Lucky Dube, Stephen Marley, just people like that. Like I really like I don't know, I like different, and then I like R&B. I'm saying I like Whitney Houston. Like to be honest, I like music.
You've been listening to the classics.
Yeah, like to be honest, I like music with like a soul. Like if I can hear your soul, I like it.
Right.
Because it's like you're giving me something. So it's like that's fire.
I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. What would you say it means to you to be an artist from Lowell? So like representing your city, people, putting people on, stuff like that. Like trying to represent where you're from, and just be honest about like where it's from, the good things, the bad things, how you've been brought up here. Like, could you explain that?
Well, being the artist that's gonna put Lowell on the map, it's crazy because Lowell kind of motivates me a lot, because it's like no one makes it out of here. So it's like it just gets me upset, and it just makes me even more hungry to make it out of here. You know what I mean? Every single day I wake up and I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do for my music career today? You know what I mean? Like what song am I gonna write? What am I gonna do to further myself today? You know, so when I make it out, I'm definitely gonna put on for the city of Lowell, but I'm gonna come back and really enrich this community, because we're such a, I don't want to say Lowell's dead, but Lowell has literally I don't know, it could be much better. You know what I mean? It could be much better. And to be 1,000% honest with you, it starts with the school. It starts with Lowell High School. Shout out to Lowell High School, but it starts with them. They need to put a more diverse group of teachers in that school, because it's a diverse group of kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't just expect, you know what I'm saying? You just can't expect.
You need to connect to the students in a way that is best for them, a way that probably inspires them more.
You know who I want to talk to, Chuck? I want to talk to the superintendent. I want to talk to the person that really controls all these teachers and is making all these decisions, because it's like, why do you decide what curriculum is good for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you validated? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I got you, bro. What would you say would be your dream collaboration? So who is the artist, or maybe there's a few where you're like, if I can make a song with them, I'd be all set. Like that's who I want. Or do you even think about stuff like that?
J. Cole.
Cole.
I'd murder Cole on the track.
You what?
I'd murder Cole on the track.
Hey, he kills on features.
Nah, he does.
He's been killing on features, especially last year.
There's a couple of people that I would love to work with. Drake, of course. Kendrick Lamar. Like I think that I would learn a lot from Kendrick. Who else? I want to work with Beyonce. I'll say it right now. I'm working with Beyonce. JayZ. I've been manifesting all of these things. So, you know.
Oh, let's dive into that. So, what is for people who don't know, could you explain like what manifesting is, and how you use it, and what the products you've seen from it? Because this is a really interesting topic that I've seen brought up, and I started reading this book. It's called The Alchemist, and
I love The Alchemist, bro. I love The Alchemist.
I just started it, and I can't wait to finish it. And
The Alchemist.
A good friend of mine put me on. So could you talk about what that means and how it works for you?
Well, manifestation to me is a unconscious. I mean, is a conscious process, but we do it unconsciously, in my opinion, because I think that I manifested everything in my life before I even knew what I wanted. I think I've been manifesting my life before I was even on this universe. I know that sounds crazy. I know
I
that
know, I was
sounds
like, wait,
crazy.
what?
I know you're gonna be like, this kid's crazy. Like I be hanging out with Sam a lot, and Sam be like, I be saying things like this because I'm like just that type of person, and he be like, bro,
Right.
what are you talking about? Like,
Yo, Sammy's
but
mad funny.
yeah. So that's my boy. But nah, it's just I believe that everything you think about in a advanced way has the power to come true. It's
Right.
like it's like when we go to sleep, things are happening, but you can't remember what happens in your sleep. So
Right.
it's like you have to build your brain in such a way where you can get progress tomorrow. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like you really have to shape your brain in the type of way like to say things like I'm gonna kill J. Cole on the track. That's
Right.
manifestation because it's like, why can't it happen to me? You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm the kind of like, bro, there's 7 billion people in the world. Why can't I be the same? Like I read not even like I read the Bible, but in the Bible it says that all men are created equal, right?
Right.
So if all men are created equal, that means no one else is better than me, right?
Right.
Like no one else is better than me, right? No one else is better than you. So if we're all on an even playing field, right?
Why
Then
can't you?
why can't I do that? You know what I
Right.
mean?
If he could do it, anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it. It's like,
Right.
bro, like you look at you really study the stories of people who have made it to the music industry, to movie industry, to any industry, to
No
any
one gets there
field.
on accident.
No one gets there on some get yeah, no one gets there on accident. I can't be a hypocrite. No one gets there on accident, but they did it. And it's like you gotta really operate with the mentality of why not? Why can't I do it too? You know what I
Right.
mean? That's how I think. That's how I think for sure.
Um. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Rich.
Rich.
Yeah.
Good.
Rich as fuck. Rich. I see myself taking over the world, putting my mother in the mansion. Um, I see and if not that, I see myself established in the music industry. You know what I mean? And like really like putting out a crazy body of work. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. You're just making masterpieces.
exactly.
Where do your interests go beyond music? What else are you into? And what are you
Um,
focusing on, working on, or are you just dedicated to the game? Is this
I
just
love
it?
music. I love music.
Yeah.
But I think I like reading a lot, to be honest, because there's a lot of things in my life that I do that I shouldn't be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I read, it kind of helps. It's like I have so much energy within me. So when I read, it's like, and I don't just read too. Like I read out loud, but I have the voice memos on, and I don't
Oh,
read.
okay.
Yeah. So it's like when I read, after I read, like let's say I read like 20 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I put my headphones in and then I listen to what I just read so I can really internalize it. Because a lot of people can read and not really internalize what they're reading.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's
Wow,
what I've
that's an
been.
interesting strategy.
Yeah. So
Did you come up with that on your own?
yeah, I did. I actually started that today. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, what are some books you would recommend to the audience that, or maybe the book, like maybe like 2 or 3 books or something that you would say help change like your mindset or something
I
like
would
that?
say The Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemist is an easy read and it's a great book.
Yeah. I opened it up not too long ago, and before I knew it, I was already like 20 pages in, and I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
it draws you in, right? It draws
Yeah.
you in. Right now I'm reading a book called Fierce
Okay.
Conversations by Susan something, I forget. But
Mm-hmm.
it just teaches you how to conduct yourself when you're in the room of different people. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? And it just gives you a whole bunch of tricks. I like reading self-help books. I don't like reading like just any regular schmegular books,
Right. Right. Right.
you know.
Yeah, that
Um,
makes sense.
I have this other book that I want to read called I want to read the 48 Laws of Power. It sounds interesting. I don't really know what it's about, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And there's this other book that I have called what is it called? It's like something about negotiation, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, so for sure.
So yeah, I'm still reading The Alchemist, and then I have I just ordered this other book on Amazon. It came in the other day, but I'm not gonna start it until I finish this one.
Yeah.
And it's called The War of Art, which is a play on words on the art of war. And so basically what this book is, what that book, The War of Art is like people who have like a creative vision or like some sort of like mission that they know that they want to do, but they're afraid to because of other factors. Maybe they really want to become a musician, or they really want to be like an artist and draw and paint for a living, or they really want to work out every single day, but then there's something that holds them back, some sort of fear or doubt or some laziness. And this book is supposed to like pinpoint, like help you figure out what it is that's stopping you from following your dreams, help you get on track, and then like force you to like never want to go back to your old ways. And like that's something that I really want to dive into.
What is it called?
It's called the War of Art. So
Art, okay.
I'll lend it to you as soon as I finish it, or it doesn't look too long. So
right. Sounds interesting. Sounds like something that would be interesting.
Yeah, like I was reading the reviews on it, and a lot of people said it totally changed their life. So so that should be a really interesting read.
Right.
On my list, I think I hit pretty much everything.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a great interview. I'm so happy that we got to do this. And bro, come on anytime you want. Anytime you want to announce something, use me as promo, okay? Bro, I'd do anything for you. Yeah, real brother to me. So so happy to hopefully people go and listen to you. Where can they listen to your music?
YoungHumps on SoundCloud. Search up YoungHumps. No spaces. It's just YoungHumps. Go subscribe to my channel on SoundCloud. On YouTube too, same thing. I really don't have that much content out on YouTube, but I'm gonna fix that. And it's coming after quarantine. Quarantine is the only thing that's holding people back. I have an EP out. Me and Pestis have an EP out called Case 254.
That one is on.
It's on all
music.
platforms. All platforms. Spotify. Just search up 97ATE and then just go check this out for sure.
All right. Thank you so much, bro.
And add me on Instagram too, young.humps.
Yep. I'll put that on the screen.
We'll put all this in the description, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
You got it, bro. So thank you so much. I'm so happy to have this. And it was a great time. So I'll see you soon, bro.
For sure. And if this takes off, bro, or like whatever, I'm gonna bring more artists on here so I can get your shit popping.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Hey, and in 5 years from now, when you're living in that mansion, people are gonna be watching this video saying, "Wow, I can't believe he really called all this will happen."
Right. Right.
This will be the moment.
For sure.
So thank you, bro.
For sure. All blessings, bro. Stay safe out there, all right?
Hey, everyone, like and subscribe. We got more episodes coming, and they won't disappoint. So also follow, subscribe, follow on Instagram and Twitter at Tucking Podcast, and on YouTube, just Tucking Around, and also available on Spotify podcasts. Thank you.
For sure.
Ooh, look at my diamonds, look at my drip, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting blessed, I feel like it's a dream, yeah. Ooh, yeah, I'm the man, yeah.